Hey everybody, I hope you are all doing well. It's been almost 2 weeks since my last upload here on YouTube, and I figured that it was time to at least just film a quick update video, let you guys know what's going on, why I haven't been uploading. I made a post a little bit about what was going on not too long ago, but I know that those don't always reach everybody who's in your audience, and I just figured this would also be kind of like a therapeutic way to kind of just get back to talking on camera. This is going to be pretty quick, not too long, and probably unedited. So I'm just going to shoot from the heart and just be straightforward. Um, on June 16th, the day after my birthday, I tried a new anxiety medication that I was prescribed, a pretty low dose of it too, and woke up on Monday morning on June 17th at like 3 in the morning with like just hot flashes. I was like just cold and hot. I was sweating. My heart was racing. I was having a massive panic attack. I had to throw up. I was not feeling well. Long story short, I had an adverse reaction to the medication. I know that there's tends to be side effects for people when they first start on um, anxiety medications and different things like that. Anxiety is something I had kind of started to feel over the course of the last few years. I've talked about that a little bit. I mentioned it in my somewhat recent video that I did for Inside Out 2 as well. Ultimately, um, this led to me feeling terrible for days. I had to call out of work a few times. And pretty much what happened was the pill unlocked what seems to be a bunch of pent up anxiety I had within me. It essentially became debilitating. I had to keep calling out of work. I hardly slept much in the last week and some change, sometimes just a couple hours a night, most times waking up in the middle of the night in a panic attack with my heart racing, just not feeling well. Sometimes going through the day with my heart racing and not feeling well. I've had to go to work a couple of times and leave early due to fatigue from not sleeping and also from my heart rate just taking off and feeling overwhelmed from normal task. Um, so because of that, I haven't been drinking any coffee, and I typically would drink coffee daily. So I've been getting coffee headaches or caffeine headaches from not having any, and just all in all, just I've been having horrible, horrible anxiety in a way that's just literally the best way I can put it, left me feeling debilitated. So I just decided to focus on myself. I was like, you know what? What's a week off from YouTube? Let me take some time. But now that I'm nearly 2 weeks away from my last upload, I just figured I could sit here and just let you guys know pretty much what's happened is that I've gone to the doctors. I even ended up going to the ER one time to get checked because I thought something was wrong with me. Thankfully, I can say my blood work, EKG, just overall, the sound of my heart, everything has been fine. I am healthy physiologically, biologically, I'm fine. Um, but it is clear that I had a lot of pent up anxiety, and the adverse reaction to the anxiety medication led to essentially all that pent up anxiety just flushing out at once. This has unfortunately also led to me having to take a leave of absence from my job to avoid any possibility of losing my role at my job, or eventually end up getting fired from having to call out or swap shifts too many times. um, it's been a rough week and some change is the best way I can put it. um, so I'm also just a few days away from getting married. This could not have happened at a worse time. And so I've wanted to kind of build my mental stamina as much as I can, taking care of myself, doing some breathing exercises, seeing my doctor, figuring out what the next steps are. I have appointments for psychiatry coming, or with a psychiatrist coming up soon. I've done my first ever therapy appointment just a few days ago. Um, I'm at a place now where I kind of have to take care of myself. So what's the next step? Honestly, it is just taking this mental health break and getting my anxiety in check. I think we all deal with anxieties in life, and so I guess as somebody who tends to beat themselves up a lot, I've talked about it here on the channel before, but just to be completely candid, I have a lot of self hatred, or at least I have had a lot of self hatred. I've allowed that to pent up in ways where I'm really hard on myself, kind of chase perfectionism. There's a lot of cuts in between the videos that you guys see that don't make it to the final cut, where I'm very angry with myself for making simple mistakes. Um, and I've just allowed myself to lean too heavily into the negative, too heavily into the negatives of what I want in life, and not focusing on the things I do have in life, not focusing on the things that I have succeeded in in my personal job or in my personal life or with friends or enjoying just the small little times or just to sound cliche, just stopping and smelling the roses. um, I haven't allowed myself to just sit back and enjoy life and enjoy the little days and the little moments and be proud of the accomplishments I have made with something like YouTube, and instead always comparing myself and talking down about myself and making self-deprecating jokes. And while some of that can be okay in a humorous sense from time to time, this week and dealing with the anxiety and spending a lot of time in my head having to try to calm myself has really proven to myself that get I let it go unchecked for too long, and now my body forced me into a break of everything. I haven't watched a movie since June 15th, which was my birthday. I haven't um, really played video games, which is something I love to do almost on a daily basis, even just a little bit. And it's made the days hard. I haven't really spent a lot of time just doing things I love, but now that I'm taking this leave of absence from my job to focus on my mental health and my health in general and get back in check so I can come back stronger, I recognize that doing things like watching movies and talking about them here on YouTube, um, they're a privilege. And the fact that any of you guys have subscribed and tuned in over the years to watch this channel is something I'm very grateful for. And I think chasing the views, chasing the likes, chasing the comments, chasing the subscriber count, and not just being happy in the successes I do have ultimately put me in a situation now where I just very much realized that how I was taking for granted the things I should be grateful for in my life and the successes I do have, and that I have a lot to live for. I have a woman that is my best friend that I love that I'm about to marry. I have people and friends in my life and YouTube peers who support me, and viewers of this channel who have always said nice things about me. And me and myself, my brain, I've allowed myself to just not believe those things and double down, not only not believe them, but double down on the negative, that it's not only that I don't believe it, that I believe it's the opposite. And between the self-hatred, between the perfectionism, between the anger, between the frustration and the not allowing myself to just enjoy it day to day, and again, just stop and smell the roses, so to speak, my body forced me into a break. It's been a rough little bit of time. I wanted to make a video to let you guys know what was happening a while ago, but I've just have not been feeling well. And in this moment right now, where my heart rate has settled a little bit, and I'm just chilling here at home alone for the moment, I just figured I would just sit here and maybe use this as a therapeutic chance to just get back on camera and tell you guys that I do plan to come back soon enough. I think that part of my healing process of my mind and my heart in all of this is going to be getting back to doing what I love, which is talking about movies and not focusing on the views, not focusing on the subscribers, but just focusing on doing what it is that I enjoy doing, which is watching movies, talking about them, getting back to taking care of my body with the food I eat, and seeing a psychiatrist, seeing a therapist, getting some exercise and some sunlight in my body, and just recognizing that I can't let this happen again. So anyway, guys, I hope to have content out again for you guys soon, so you guys can watch and we can all have a good time talking about movies, which is what we're all here for. Thank you for the love on my recent videos that I did almost 2 weeks ago now, and to anybody who drops any positive love in these comments, which I know a lot of my YouTube peers likely will, and a lot of my viewers likely will. And I just want to say ahead of time, thank you for the support you guys have given me over the years and the kind words. And I'm sorry that you know, sometimes I've taken that for granted. And in that, I'm not going to beat myself up about that. I think I've done enough of that, and that's what's led me to this. I've learned that I just need to remain calm and take care of myself, take a breath, and just be grateful for what I've been able to accomplish at all, and for the things I have in my life and the people I have in my life. So, anyway, guys, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update, and I look forward to being back talking about movies to start to build back my mental stamina very, very soon.